My friends, introducing the two competitors for our opening contest. First of all, in the corner to my right, accompanied to the ring by Vicky Haskins, weighing in 175 pounds, hailing from Malvern in Worcestershire. This is Mark Haskin! And his opponent in the corner to my left, hailing from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 209 pounds. This is the King of Bros, Matt Riddle!
T-Rex, The Who, the Rolling Stones, Pink Floyd, the Eagles, even ABBA, the Spice Girls, Britney Spears if she floats your boat, Beyonce maybe, Pearl Jam, Bob Dylan, the Beatles and the late great David Bowie. And today, in 2018, for the first time, we, Progress Wrestling, are able to say, hello, Wembley. My name's Glenn Joseph, joined by my broadcast partner, Dahlia Black.
The atmosphere in the arena is indescribable. Everyone is just absolutely focused right now on these two incredible men in our opening match.
But this is a match that has been built out of a mutual respect for one another. Of course, as you'll remember from our 3 and In series, both Mark Haskins and Matt Riddle were unsuccessful in making the main event here today. The main event, of course, tonight will be Tyler Bate challenging Volta for the Progress Wrestling World Championship. And that left Mark Haskins without an opponent. It also left Matt Riddle, who's been a fixture of Progress over the years, former Atlas Division champion. And we've got former Atlas Division champion against former Progress Wrestling World Champion here in our opening match of Hello Wembley. Now, there's been a lot said, and the focus has very been much on Matt Riddle going into this match. Matt Riddle, who's now already started his appearances for NXT, signing a contract with them recently, and this will be his last independent appearance as he goes for an armbar earlier on. Both of these men submission specialists, of course, and we'll come back to that later on. But I spoke to Mark Haskins earlier on today, and he said he's fed up of being taken for granted. 2 years ago, he was on a run of matches with guys like Pete Dunne, Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Will Ospreay, and he beat everybody. He had to give up the Progress Championship due to injury. He returned in 3 months, and since his return, he feels neglected by the Progress management. We failed to put him in any marquee matches, but tonight, he faces kind of the new boy in NXT, and he wants to make a big mark. And he's going with that sharpshooter early. Of course, Dahlia, this isn't Mark Haskins' first time here wrestling at Wembley.
No, he has appeared here before for Ring of Honor, so he understands the atmosphere and the pressure that can come along with something like this. And of course, all the wrestlers tonight will be having an incredible amount of pressure, and that can completely affect you psychologically.
Well, there's a lot of nerves backstage. It's actually Mark Haskin's 3rd time wrestling here, and he's yet to win in Wembley. So Mark Haskins could not only make a big professional in terms of his Progress career as he goes behind, going for the pin attempt. Riddle rolls out, goes for the kick, but misses. Haskins stacks him up. But Riddle's isolated, the arm still has Haskins held. It's almost like a personal conquest as well as a professional one if Haskins is able for the 3rd time lucky. Riddle again escapes the pin, keeps hold of the ankle. Lips up on Haskins before he sweeps the leg. Lateral press doesn't even get a 1 count. Another sweep covered by Riddle. Nothing going for the kick, catching the leg.
respect indeed. As you said before, Glenn, not often you get matches where you're not trying to rip each other's throat out, but I mean, there's still time.
I've just realised that Mark Haskin's first match at Wembley was before Matt Riddle had even started training in professional wrestling.
Matt Riddle only started training in 2014 after his UFC and MMA career finished, and he's been doing incredibly well for someone who is, you know, quite very still fresh.
Yeah, stratospheric his rise here in professional wrestling. And both Haskins and maybe Haskins poking a little bit of fun from the man from Nevada. Jumps the kick. Both blocks by both men. A lot of Mark Haskin's rehabilitation and a lot of his training over the last few years has been both jiu-jitsu based and obviously MMA, so he's accustomed with this style. And Dahlia, I suppose that's a rarity. A lot of times when Matt Riddle comes to the UK, he doesn't wrestle somebody who's so in tune with the mixed martial arts acumen.
Both of these gentlemen are incredibly MMA striking and submission orientated, so this match could go in all sorts of directions.
We don't need to put a cage up the outside, hopefully, but at this point, the two men are uncaged in the ring with their kicks, trying to knot up each other's legs. Neither man giving a quarter in the opening contest here at Low Wembley. Haskins managed to check that one. And knee checks Haskins. Oh, he ducks, and both men again trying to find an inch there, and oh, that was a huge kick into the calf by Haskins. And you know how easy it is to break a leg, Dahlia.
Well, Riddle doesn't have any gear as well. He doesn't have the knee pads or the shin pads. He's very barefoot, very basic needs.
Exposed.
Basic needs as a professional wrestler, so he's kind of opening himself up for injuries there.
Well, you said before it was your boots that saved yourself from your leg break being worse. Matt Riddle leaving himself entirely exposed, and let's not forget that Vicky Haskins is on the outside here. Riddle slides to the outside. Here comes Haskins. Riddle's having none of that one, but goes to the other side and wipes out Riddle. Haskins, who since he was betrayed by his tag team partner Flash Morgan Webster, Riddle now sent to the guardrail by Haskins. That's something we'll talk about later on. It's the first time, I think, in recent history that Progress has had a guardrail as that Yakuza kick goes straight into the face of Matt Riddle. So since Haskins was betrayed by his tag team partner Flash Morgan Webster, who we'll see with his new partner Wild Boar Mike Hitchman in the tag team Thunder Bastard match later on, the new team, the 198 as they call themselves, it seems that, Riddle driving Haskins into the ropes. It seems that Haskins has become almost beloved by the fans again, something that we haven't seen for a long time.
It was a very organic turn, as you would. It came around out of almost the spite of Flash Morgan Webster as well, but
Haskins taking the ankle, he's in the ropes there, so he's gonna have to break before the count of 5. Head official Chris Roberts in charge of this match. Oh, and a kick sends Riddle to the outside. That's a bad place for Riddle to be. Oh, what a connection by Haskins. I was just about to say before, Riddle's lack of footwear might be the least of his concerns when he's on the outside, because there is a young lady, the wife of Mark Haskins. They use the term, those who slay together stay together. And she is, as you've called her very often before, Dahlia, the Lady Macbeth of Progress.
I'm quite interested today because Vicky Haskins has been increasingly more involved in Mark's bouts, and we saw she absolutely floored Flash Morgan Webster.
Cover by Haskins. Off that big knee, but only a 2.
Floored Flash Morgan Webster in the States on the Coast to Coast tour, so if she wants to get involved today to help Mark win, she very may well so.
Well, that was a match that we commentated on at Laboon, that submission match in New York between Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Haskins. And Vicky Haskins proved that sometimes the lioness has to take care of the pride, and she wailed away on Flash Morgan Webster, and is exactly how Matt Riddle is driving the forearms into Haskins now. Goes over the top. Haskins now has the wrist. We've seen this before. A big stop. Well, now tying up Riddle. And this is what's been interesting, those knees that Haskins been using, those submissions. Mark Haskins not only wants to beat Matt Riddle, he wants to beat Riddle in his own game. Riddle trying to escape, but it's almost a lying stretch muffler there by Haskins, who's eventually dragged to the ropes by Riddle.
Of course, with these submission-based sports, it's pushing your opponent to the absolute limit. And, well, Matt Riddle had an incredible, very short but incredible career going undefeated in UFC. He's also got brown belt in Jiu-Jitsu, which is the highest color, just under black belt.
Oh, heel kick into the head, showing some of that striking acumen. Oh, and a senton onto the back of Haskins from the ring apron to the outside. It was Matt Riddle who defeated Volta to become Pro Wrestling Atlas Division champion. Oh, Jumper 2X with a bridge. Only a 2 count. And Matt Riddle carried that championship and was proud to wear it all around the world. We will see Doug Williams defending the Progress Wrestling Atlas Division championship against Trent Seven later on today. We know how proud Riddle was to be part of that, how proud he is to be a part of Progress, but this is Haskins' his Twitter handle for a reason. Mark Haskins was Mr. Progress for a long period of time, but he just ate a huge forearm from Matt Riddle. And a leaping forearm catches Haskins. Exploder out of the corner, takes Haskins up and over. Going for that senton again, lands it with authority. Both legs hooked.
Of course, Matt Riddle, we were talking about before, had a very successful debut against Fabian Eichner for NXT. And here's a bit of a fact for you, Glenn. Did you know that Matt Riddle's shorts are, well, the ones he wore in NXT were his wife's?
I mean, nothing really surprises me. As the crowd here showing their support for Matt Riddle. Haskins now is begging Riddle onto him. It's masochistic. Oh, Haskins, you can hear that in the very back corners of Wembley. Oh, and here come the strikes. Oh my goodness. Huge kicks into the chest of Haskins, and it's Riddle winding up for a big one. Haskins catches him. Riddle misses with the upkick. Soldier shoulder roll. Could be going bad. Sit out, got all of it. Inside leg and only a 2. Very, very close there. Of course, Mark Haskins knows what it's like to win the big one under big pressure situations in the biggest match in Progress history to this point. It was a triple threat match between himself, Aleister Black, then known as Tommy End, and the former champion, Marty Scurll. We all remembered what happened in Brixton.
It was 2 years ago, just recent. It was 2 years ago.
It was a submission back at Brixton.
2 years ago at Brixton, at Chase the Sun.
And this is exactly what it was. The sharpshooter.
Mark Haskin made Marty Scurll tap out and became the Progress champion.
Trying to go for it again. Haskin sent off. Oh, that was an inside cradle. Oh! Muscle Buster leg hooked. Oh, Muscle Buster, a brain buster. Oh no. Riddle could be going for that tombstone. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Let's go! God style tombstone. That's gonna be it. Matt Riddle.
What?
Only a 2.
This is our opening match.
So Mark Haskins As you just mentioned, Dahlia submitted Marty Skill back in Brixton 2 years ago to become Progress Wrestling champion. He's won the big one, but he's never won here at Wembley. And something just fell off the...
I believe it was Matt Riddle's hat.
He was wearing a hat all along. Haskins now has Riddle on a very precarious position on the top, and just a slap to the back. And Riddle almost have to use Haskins for balance there. Riddle barefoot.
On the top of the ring, that requires so much balance.
Haskins up to meet him. Huge superplex by Mark Haskins. The man formerly known as the Shooting Star, Mark Haskins. Those days are long gone. In 2011, he was tagging with former NWA World Heavyweight Champion Magnus, now known as Nick Aldis, of course. 2012, we call him the Shooting Star. He crashed and burned here against Austin Aries. Now Haskins wants to make a big statement by putting away NXT's newest marquee signee. And if he does, Mark Haskins can put himself back in the chase, in title contention, certainly with a high-profile match like this. Riddle now with strikes peppering the chest. Haskins faked the kick and hit him with the southpaw. Riddle powers up Haskins. Powerbomb in the middle of the ring. Oh! Knee connect. Coming on for that bro to sleep. If he hits this, surely it's over. Haskins goes on the back. Oh my God! Melvin Destroyer! With love from Haskins! Double stop off the top rope! Cover! And Riddle gets up just before 3.
Straight into a submission!
Haskins! The torque on that armbar! Wrenching back!
Oh! He's gonna pop his shoulder out!
Haskins up and over. Ripcord knee by Riddle lands. That from Haskins with love on the outside turned the tide, and Riddle just like that has turned it back around after the double stomp. This is the kick. He's got him set up. Oh, can't get the power this time. Made in England. Cover by Haskins. And Mark Haskins defeats Matt Riddle here at Wembley.
The winner of this contest, Mark Haskins.
The move, formerly known as Made in Japan, it was given to him by Shingo. People will know about Mark Haskins' forays into Japan before. And Mark Haskins has finally broken his Wembley duck in his 3rd attempt. He picks up a win here in an incredible opening match at Hello Wembley. As Vicky Haskins comes in to check on her husband. What was interesting, Dahlia, is that Mark Haskins did it on his own today. No Lady Macbeth. Well, Matt Riddle seems elated to be getting his post-match hug and a great show of respect from the former Progress Wrestling World Champion Mark Haskins.
And of course, we want to wish Matt Riddle the best of luck as he goes on to bigger, better chapters in his wrestling career.
Well, Matt Riddle, the newest signing for NXT, his last independent appearance. Over the last few years, Dahlia, it's safe to say that Matt Riddle has given us some of the most seminal, iconic moments, beating Trent Seven in 6 seconds of the Super Strong Style 16, taking the Atlas Division Championship around the world, making the belt almost synonymous with himself, in the same way that Toni Storm made the Progress Wrestling Women's Championship part of hers, and that's where we will head next with the Progress Wrestling Women's Championship. Will be defended by Ginny against Toni Storm and Millie McKenzie. As for the last time on the Independents and the last time here at Progress Wrestling, we say bye to that man and thank you to the King of Pros, Matt Riddle.